I'm Jerusha Theorath and you're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by my colleague Nick Paulson, and together we're going to have a chat about the most searched Google terms in South Africa this week. How's it going, Nick?
Hi Jerusha, thank you for having me.
Of course, in our studio.
Yes, indeed.
So,
every Friday.
Indeed. It seems like Top Gear was something that everybody was speaking about this week. It was even a trending topic on our website.
Absolutely. Well, Chris Evans from BBC's Radio 2 has been announced as the successor to Jeremy Clarkson as the main host of their iconic motoring show Top Gear. Evans has a huge media following and many feel this is the right call. So, yes, he was actually in one of the earlier episodes of Top Gear where James May drove his Ferrari. Chris Evans didn't seem too comfortable with that, but yeah, he's quite a quirky guy. I don't think he's the same level of, sort of sarcasm and ballsiness as Jeremy Clarkson, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And there's talk of him wanting to bring in a female co-host, which should also, be a nice refreshing change to the dynamic here.
What are the other Top Gear guys doing? I mean, Clarkson and May, what are they doing with their
lives?
And
Hammond. So the three of them are actually in South Africa at the moment. They do this Clarkson, May, Hammond Live, their sort of live motoring show, which they had in Joburg this past weekend. So yeah, but I mean, Hammond has his own, has other sort of shows that he does. May's been doing this unemployment tube where he's been showing people how to make shepherd's pie and playing the recorder hungover. So, nothing too serious with those guys, but I mean, they'll never be out of work. They've got huge profiles
and enough money.
I'm sure they do.
And speaking of money, Donald Trump has announced that he'll be running for presidency of the United States of America in 2016. So Donald Trump was a really searched term this week. Nick, you sent me the funniest picture today, and that is of Donald Trump, his hair, and the words, "We shall overcome."
We'll overcome.
I don't think that I can actually get over Trump's hair at this stage. I don't want a president of the United States who looks like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's his sort of signature, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, this kind of thing, only in America.
Totally.
Arnie in California.
Trump now for the presidency.
Yeah.
Interestingly, though, Trump says that America has become a dumping ground for everybody's political problems and economic problems. He's going to turn it around. He says nobody in the world is decisively able to say no to China. And I think we certainly see that in our government sometimes. But Trump says he says no to China all the time in business deals. So that's why he should be president. Also important to note, the man owns the Miss Universe beauty pageant. Do we really want a president of the free world who still runs a beauty pageant?
Well, yeah, I mean, like you're saying earlier, I think he's obviously used to making big decisions, his sort of corporate background. Money is power. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence on this one. It does seem laughable.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, in America, you never know.
That's also true. Now, let's move away from America to the mystical land of Westeros. Everybody was searching Game of Thrones this week. Tell us why.
Yes, well, the highly acclaimed HBO series Game of Thrones aired its final episode of Season 5 on Sunday with mixed reviews. Spoiler alert, it's rather depressing. I believe. I haven't seen it yet. You have?
I have. I watched it last night on DSTV Edge, I believe it is.
Okay, well,
I'm
yeah.
gobsmacked. I can't believe it, but we can't give away any spoilers.
Well, don't tell me who dies, because someone always dies.
Yeah, well, it
Whenever
is Game of Thrones.
They're these very likable characters, and then as soon as you sort of, have your favorite, they end up getting their head chopped off or something. So I'm expecting something along those lines.
Are you following Game of Thrones?
Well, I mean, just the series. I haven't read the books, but yeah, obviously the series has been hugely popular, and I think this is now the last season in line with the books, and
Apparently
now the authors being sort of rushed to write more so that they can then align the TV show with it.
To kill off more characters.
I don't think that's ever happened before. When it's normally the other way around.
Yeah.
The TV catching up with the books. So yeah.
Interesting times. Let us know if you're a Game of Thrones fan and what you think of the season finale in the comment section below. And one final highly searched term this week is Ramadan, because of course the Muslim holy month of Ramadan began yesterday, or today, I think it is. And there are many, many Muslim South Africans around the country celebrating, around the world even. One really worrying thing that I saw coming out of the UK today was a school that had put a blanket ban on any of their kids fasting. And obviously that is highly problematic.
No, I mean, I always have huge respect for the Muslim community this time of the year. I mean, you know about how my problem with being hungry and angry.
I know it well, yes.
So, yeah, and actually interestingly, yesterday at the Stormers training session, chatting to some of the guys on there, you've got a player like Nizam Kar, who's got a massive game this weekend on Saturday. You know, does he fast? You know, I can't imagine playing a hugely physical game like that with, you know, on an empty stomach. But I believe, you know, there's a sort of agreement that you make up the day another time. But, you know, one of the journalists that was there is Muslim, and he's a huge marathon runner, and he says he's run marathons during Ramadan. So, yeah, respect.
Absolutely. Heaps of respect to our loved ones, our colleagues who are observing the month. And from everybody here at News 24 Live, Ramadan Mubarak. We really hope that the month ahead is filled with spiritual enlightenment and wonderful times with loved ones. Stay tuned to News 24 Live. We're going to be bringing you these stories and more.